Bill Gates, the Gates Foundation, are in favor of developing digital certificates that would certify that individuals, American citizens, have an immunity to this virus and potentially other viruses going forward to then facilitate travel and work and so forth. But a digital certificate to show who has recovered or been tested recently, or when we have a vaccine, who has of people who've received it.
Eventually, what we'll have to have is certificates of who's a recovered person, who's a vaccinated person, because you don't want people moving around the world where you'll have some countries that won't have it under control. Sadly, you don't want to completely block off the ability for those people to go there and come back and move around. So eventually there will be sort of this digital immunity proof that will help facilitate the global reopening up. But the ultimate solution, the only thing that really lets us go back completely to normal and feel good about sitting in a stadium with lots of other people, is to create a vaccine and not just take care of our country, but take that vaccine out to the global population, and so that we have vast immunity, and this thing, no matter what, isn't going to spread in large numbers. Things can reopen if we do the right things in the summer, but it won't be completely normal. You'll still be very worried. We may decide masks are important, although right now they're in short supply for health workers, so people should not go and hoard those. But the capacity of that can be brought up, so it may be something that, like China today, everybody who's walking around is wearing one of those. We'll have a lot of unusual measures until we get the world vaccinated. 7 billion people, that's a tall order, but it is where we need to get to, despite a lot of things in between now and then to minimize the damage. But with the economy, we can bring it back. There will be a point where we have the vaccine and we're going completely back to normal. But what does opening up look like? Which activities like schools, have such benefit to be done in a way that the risk of transmission is very low?
Yeah.
And which activities, like mass gatherings, may be, in a certain sense, more optional. And so until you're widely vaccinated, those may not come back at all. It will probably be years before you get back to where you were before, because of the time. This is a big economic shock, and some things we really will want to be broadly vaccinated before we're not worried about this and it's changing our behavior in a significant way. So it is definitely the case it will take years to come back, but it can come back and it will come back. So we'll have a lot of unusual measures until we get the world vaccinated. So eventually there will be sort of this digital immunity proof that will help facilitate the global reopening up. So until you're widely vaccinated, those may not come back at all. It will probably be years before you get back to where you were before.